getting into too big to fail territory.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
Working at the Office of Interstellar Affairs. Is honestly
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. I find that to be rather surprising. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone. Perhaps that's true, or perhaps you were simply quite lucky. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. As far as Constellation's concerned, you're the first human we're aware of that's ever encountered one of these places. Now, whether you consider that lucky or not, that's another matter entirely. Well, what did you expect? This discovery is off the scale. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Perhaps. We'll need more data to be sure. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed. Oh, well, thank you. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
This city is so large, yet retains a sort of rustic feel. I find it comforting.
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
The rock is surprising.
Well, hey there.
You've got potential. Just need to see a little more from you. Oh, you're back. How'd it go? Well, don't love it too much. Bloodthirsty ain't high on the list of qualities we're looking for. You did what I asked, so let's go meet the Marshal. Follow me. We're headquartered in the upper floors of the Rock. Remote stations throughout Freestar Collective space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly. Like I said before, there are less than a dozen Rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm. Marshal?
Emma, I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Violent tendencies aside, I'd say yes.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you.
Excuse me.
I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the Freestar Collective, even if it means risking your own life? Good. Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, deputy.
Good luck, Deputy.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger. Just a name. Michaela Wagner. There have been Wagoners on Montera Luna for a long time, and I'm sure they're proud of that heritage. Well, it's a moon that orbits Montera. It's got a breathable atmosphere, warm climate, and good soil for growing. Well, most things do at the start. Doesn't mean they stay that way. That being said, best not to assume anything. Just try to keep an open mind. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you. Good luck out there. No, not usually. Well, at least not on the scale of a bank robbery. The worst we usually get is public drunkenness and drug dealing.
Star Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Beginning landing cycle.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Over here!
The Free Star Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left. There were 4, but when they were walking away, I heard them talking like there were others. Maybe there's more out there. Nothing I can think of, no. Truth is, we're in some hard times here. The last harvest was the worst we've had in a long time. Besides, it ain't like there's a lack of available land around here. That's right. The uniforms look like the ones worn by Free Star soldiers back during the war. They had a certain steel in their eyes. Like men who were used to violence. I was in fear for my life. Back behind the house are some canyons. They went that way. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, Deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Now, let's go and check out those canyons.
We are in your hands now, Deputy.
Quiet out here. I like it. Nice change of pace from Aquila City.
It is unfortunate there is no safer route. We should take our time and step carefully.
Well, I grew up on a farm. Back when I was a kid, I used to love exploring and making maps. These canyons would have kept me busy for months. I'd have looked into every nook and cranny.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Nice to get out under the sky for a spell. Being a mother means I don't get as much field work as I used to. I can talk to this.
They cannot be far ahead. Let us hope they are not waiting just on the other side of this cave. Blowing off some steam?
Let's go!
Bring it!
That was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk. Are you okay? Not usually. Most of the bad guys we run into are smart enough to stand down when they see the badge. No way they're common thugs or hired muscle. The weapons, the training, the steel nerves. No, these guys were professionals. That badge with the number 1, I feel like I've seen that before, but it was a long time ago. I know what you mean.
You should have more faith in yourself.
Let's search the area. Maybe we can find something that explains what these guys were up to. Hopefully, we can find something that explains who these guys were and why they were after the Wagoner farm. Likewise.
I am more than willing to help you carry anything that has use, or is of considerable value. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Let's have a look around. Find anything interesting? Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
What's the news? What happened? Did you find those men? Well, it's good to see you're all right then. They must have been crazy or desperate, trying to take on the Freestar Rangers. So who were they? And why do they want my farm? Hope Tech? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. They say the Rangers always get their man, so to speak. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long. Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you have any more trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the Rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Is it true you're hunting down terramorphs? Wow. Is there anything in the galaxy you can't wrangle? You could probably lasso up.
Something bothering you, Andresia? Yes, actually.
And we have...
Surprised you. Comes with the territory, I suppose. Chaos of shame troubles. I am uncertain how the rest of the constellation perceives my presence.
It's very rude.
Regardless of how I present myself,
you with fireworks when you arrive in
still they're looking
space.
at me with disdain
At a bare
rather than
minimum,
comradeship.
a shooting
Honestly,
star would
I think you're being a bit paranoid. Everyone I've spoken to has nothing but complimentary things to say about you. If that is truly the case, why do I often find myself excluded from other activities?
Welcome to Freestar Space.
Having
We're going to do a
someone
quick
from
scan for
House
contraband and you can be on your way.
is a new experience. I'm certain they're unsure if you even wish to be approached at all.
Scan
Give them
complete.
time and treasure.
Go ahead and land.
They'll come around. I promise.
Deputy. Hey there, Deputy.
New deputy, huh?
Honor to have you.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. For the time being, yes, but she could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? All right. Says here the thief had help from someone inside Hope Tech. Ain't much to go on.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? That sound familiar at all?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. The war between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective? Worst conflict the settled systems has ever seen. Each side unleashed terrible weapons on the other. And countless people died. The armistice was signed 20 years ago. But a lot of folks still bear their scars. The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take a United Colonies base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed for nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up. I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was. No, it doesn't. Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. He built Hope Tech through blood, sweat, and sheer willpower. The ruling body that oversees the Freestar Collective and the Rangers. The council members are the political and corporate elite of the Freestar Collective, so we have to tread lightly when we're dealing with them. Good. The last thing I need is the council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montera Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Nicely done.
We should be on our guard if we venture outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms. That's why we only ignore them. The private sector, that's where the...
Elevated gravity. I suppose we are getting some
So word is, you're an executive now at Ryujin?
Did Vladimir inform you that I will be making a new delivery? All right.
Hunting monsters.
So what do you for? The contents. What we agreed on? Yes, Vladimir and I agreed on what should be. Right. That's all fine. Do you have an immediate response? That's how we are. If it happens, I will be sure to tell you. We're locking into orbit now.
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most decorated members. And it's just me repeating your name into a data slate for 5 hours.
Mayday! This is Freestar Ranger Nia Collins.
Just like you.
If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship.